I'm going to show you how to make these really simple, easy, stackable little bangle bracelets. I did some in a thinner, sorry, I'm on my swing chair so it does tend to creak a bit. I made them with a smaller bead. You can see them. Really pretty and really sparkly in the sunshine. So I've done them in all different colours. And then I did them with a slightly bigger cup chain. And they came out just as nice. Really simple. And you just take the end, poke it through there, and then tie your little knot. Just sort of like a simple friendship bracelet. I just wanted something on my craft table that could be like a couple of bucks, like £2 each. So I've woven up quite a few of these. I thought they'd make good little items for those who can't afford or don't want to spend, you know, more money on beaded items. Because some things that I make do take 8 hours possibly, and some of them have got 15 to 20 pounds worth of beads in them, so you know, you can't just sell that cheaply. So I wanted something on the table for everybody, so I made a bunch of these. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make one. So you need a piece of thread. I'm using this, I think it's nylon, and a piece of cup chain. Measure it on your wrist, you know, to the right size, and I'll show you what else we need to do to get started. That's really all you need. And something to hook your work onto, you know, like a pin. Might get a piece of wood and stick a pin in it and do it. So you can pull it like that and work on it pinned. So yeah, I don't really know. I'm going to have to stick a pin in my table, so I might need to go and get a piece of wood. But yeah, so if you want to make one of these, stick around and we'll get started. Get your thread, your cup chain. Okay, so I've gone ahead and measured my piece of thread, double, like that, to go around my wrist. So measure your thread around your wrist with a bit to spare. And then I've measured another piece about 4 times the length, maybe. And I've done that the same, got it in half, so there's a loop at the top. So I'm going to take the middle, the shorter piece, which is going to be the middle thread, and I'm going to put this through it, the other thread through it, and that's just to secure this thread to the other thread. So I'm going to tie that in a knot. Like so. And there you have it, you've attached your 2 longer threads to your shorter thread, like so. And then we're going to put this bit in the middle, and we're going to weave with the 2 longer threads, 2 outer threads, and the cup chain and the shorter thread in the middle. So right, we're just going to move to the log so we can fix this to a pin, and I'll meet you back in a minute. Okay, just do your knots and I'm going to show you what to do next. I also did some slightly longer ones for ankle bracelets, which came out really pretty. They look really nice. I've got one on my ankle right now. I actually got the idea when I was at the airport. I saw them, and yeah, I thought, oh, I'll grab one of those. They were only €2, and I brought one home. Well, I brought a few actually. I brought a couple home for friends, and I thought, oh, I'll make some of those so I can have something on my table for two bucks. So yeah, I saw them at the airport in Faro. Decided to come home and make some. So yeah, these are ankle ones, a little bit longer. But like I say, just measure your thread around your ankle, so you know, and your cup chain, so you get the right size, and you should be good to go. You can do it with just a knot like this and tie them on, or you could do it where you've got a little, you know, pulley thing with a knot in the middle. It's up to you how you do it, but I just wanted them to be super quick, super cheap, so I've just done them with a tie knot, so that I can have something like say on the table for £2. So I have little items on there for 5 and 6 and 10, and you know, it's all different prices, but not everyone's got money to spend, have they? So it makes a nice little gift for or if you want to buy something for yourself, or you're out to one of these craft fairs, it's just nice, isn't it? Not everybody goes to these village craft events with lots of money to spend, so it's nice for everyone to be able to get something. So I thought I'd make some little bits. Those are the ankle ones. Anyway, enough said, let's get started. You take those threads that you've just done, you want the 2 shorter ones down the middle, and the 2 longer ones either side, and hook it over your pin, like so. And you might also, forgot to tell you, you might want a hair grip. I'll show you what that's for in a minute. So then you're going to take your cup chain, and you're going to pop it just below your knot there. And you're going to take one of your threads, I think I'll do it this way first. Take one of your threads and cross it over that little space in between your cup chains, between your crystals rather. Try and pull it nice and tight if you can, like that. And then you're going to take the other one and pull it across, just like as if you're doing a braid, really, if you've ever braided hair. And pull it round like so, underneath, just like that. So that's your first one, and the first one is always the hardest one. So once you've got that one done, it's going to get easier. So once you've done one, go ahead and do a second one. It's quite fiddly when you start, but trust me, it gets easier. And we're not going to do, I'll show you in a minute, we're going to change what we're doing. Right, there's the second one. So we've got 2 done. And don't worry if you do let it go, the worst thing that can happen is it's all going to unwind and you'll have to start again. But it's not a big deal, is it? So, right, and we're going to do one more. I've gone over twice. Have I? I think so. That's exact, yeah. Right, then we're going to do one more. So I'm going to do over this way first and try and keep those under, and then another one over that way. Right, so we've done 3. And then what I'm going to do is leave this one hanging and wind this one over one more time onto the next crystal, or in between the next crystals, like so, on your cup chain. And then I'm going to leave this one because that's going to hold it in place, and then I'm going to pull this tight like so. Try not to get it twisted, try and keep it straight, and then I'm just going to wind this one all the way down to the bottom like so. So just do that until you get to the bottom. It doesn't take very long, they're quite quick, which is why you can just, you know, charge a couple of quid. Oops, I think I missed one. Let's go back. Yeah, I missed one. So yeah, easily done. Make sure you go around every single gap in the cup chains and don't miss any. And just go all the way down like that to the bottom, which isn't too hard. Or you can just make a few for yourself, you know, and stack them to whatever colours you want, depending on what colour threads you've got and what colour beads. Because in the smaller size of these cup chains, I've got, oops, I've caught it. I've got different colours. I pulled a bit there, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be covered up. But yeah, just keep going all the way like that, all the way down. I may as well just keep going all the way down with you, to be fair. That's got caught as well. Be careful not to catch on your teeth like that, like I keep doing, because then the thread doesn't quite sit right. So I'm just going to keep going all the way down like that. Keep going. Oops, wrong way. Keep going like so. Hopefully I haven't made any mistakes. Hopefully not. Like that. Let's just move the camera slightly so you can see. Yeah, and just keep going all the way down like so. May as well stay with you to the end because it only takes a minute. And then you can see how quick and easy it literally is. Super fast, easy project. Once you've done a few anyway, I mean I have made a few obviously, so you might, you know, want to have a little practice, get a technique going on how you're going to hold your thread and how you're going to pass it up from underneath, which, you know, however's comfortable for you. So, my own fandangled little way of, there, right now I've got to the end one. Can you see that? Yeah. So I've got to the end one, and I'm just going to pass that thread over there and round, and then I'm going to use that hair clip to hold those threads in place. I'm going to go back up to the top, and then I'm going to weave in the opposite direction. So I was going the other way, wasn't I, son? Was I? No, I wasn't. I was going this way, so now I need to go this way. No, I don't. I'm getting confused which direction I was going. Yeah, I was going that. No, I need to go that way, do I? Hang on a minute, I'm not sure which direction I'm going in. No, I need to go the other way, don't I? This way. This way. So we're going to go over like that. That's it. Got myself confused there for a second. And round like that. So that we're going back down in the opposite direction this time. Yeah, try not to get muddled up like I did. And then just keep going like that, as we did before, all the way to the bottom. And every now and then keep pulling your work nice and straight like so, because you don't want it to twist. And just make sure you get every single crystal. And just keep going like that when we get to the bottom. And when you get to the bottom, take off your clip. Make sure you've got your longer threads to the outside, shorter threads to the inside, like so. And then bring them both around to the front, like so. Tie a knot. Just like that, she said. Just like so. Push that knot, make sure it goes all the way up to the beads. Like so. And then when you take it off your pin, oh, there goes someone with a mower now. Give it a quick straighten out like so, and that's it. Job done. And then you might want to cut this off, neaten it off, and I'll show you how to finish the ends in a minute. Okay, so we're back on the coffee table. That was a lovely round of maple I was working on there, a piece of maple tree. Lovely piece of log. I don't know what we're going to use that piece of wood for something, so I was just going to show you how to finish the ends. If you're using a nylon thread, just cut your threads about yay long. And this obviously is only good if you're working with nylon thread. If you're working with cotton thread, you can use a little dab of glue either side of your knot to stop it from, you know, eventually unraveling. What I'm going to do is burn them with this lighter. It's really hard to do outside because it's very windy, so but you give them a little burn and then squash them in against you. That should melt. I'm going to have to probably do the rest of that off camera because it doesn't want to burn in the wind, so you burn it down to almost nothing and then squish it and it should melt. against the knot. Just try it while the wind's down. There we go, like so. And that will squash against your knot. And so you're just left with that little bit at the end. So yeah, a little idea I stole. I think I made an error here, actually gone over this bit twice. But never mind, I'll show you one that I didn't make an error on. In the same colour. There, like so. I was trying to work really fast because my son is doing some roof felting and banging about with a hammer, so it's not ideal for filming. So I was trying to rush and I made a bit of a mistake. I went through one of these twice, and then when you bend it round, it just makes that lovely round shape. Nice and even look. So yeah, as long as you pull it nice and tight when you're working, you know, from that loop, you pull it nice and tight and keep your threads underneath your work and try and do your knots on top of your thread, like this one on top, because if you do with the knots underneath, it'll pull the end twisted. So try and keep that straight, and then yeah, it should work out just fine, just like that one. So yeah, nice and straight and even, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, happy beading, have fun, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye.